Ever since Canada's high-profile mission in Afghanistan created a surge in job applications, more people have been leaving the forces than signing up. A 2016 Auditor General's report showed numbers shrank from almost 68,000 in 2012 to 66,400 by 2016, and the decline continues. The Forces Recruiting Centre in Borden, Ontario says as of September 30th, there are fewer than 65,000 regular force members. With an attrition rate of between 7 to 8% a year, replacing those who leave the forces with new recruits has been a losing battle. The military blames the pandemic, which made it tougher to process applications.
Not as much training was happening, so not as many positions that we could enroll people into because of the same complications.
But even ready-made professionals are avoiding the forces. When the pandemic brought commercial airlines to a virtual standstill, it opened the door for pilots to defect to the Air Force. This defense analyst says fewer than a handful made the jump.
The lesson for me is if you couldn't get them back in big numbers in this circumstance, then you are just utterly in the hurt locker.
A high-priority recruiting target is also slipping away, increasing the percentage of women in the regular and reserve force from 16% to 25% by the year 2026, a goal some suggest has gone from ambitious to impossible.
I'd be very surprised if the current sexual misconduct crisis didn't have a chilling effect on recruitment, especially with women.
In fact, two of the force's higher-ups forced to step aside, Lieutenant General Stephen Whalen and Vice Admiral Hayden Edmondson, were in charge of recruiting.
This is a challenging time period for the Canadian Armed Forces.
Like other employers, recruiting sessions have been moved online.
Train for your true calling with the Canadian Armed Forces.
Marketing messages have not changed.
All of these factors do not help the current strain in terms of military personnel and the personnel shortages, and it's one of many stressors on the organization in this moment.
A new ad campaign aimed at women was to have begun this month. It's been delayed. So has a new strategy for persuading members to stay, as the military struggles to build for the future while reckoning with the past. Ross Lord, Global News, Halifax.